Welcome to the museum. Step right in. Today, we are walking through the doors of the 17th U.S. state, Ohio. You will often hear people call it the Buckeye State. That name comes from the Ohio buckeye tree, which drops dark, shiny nuts with pale centers that look exactly like a deer's eye. When we look at a map, we can see exactly how Ohio is shaped by water. Lake Erie touches the north, and the wide Ohio River curves along the south. Because it links those huge bodies of water together, the land in between has always been a natural gathering place and a busy travel route for both people and wildlife. Long before the land was ever mapped out and named Ohio, people lived here, farmed here, and cared for this region for over 14,000 years. Ancient indigenous builders understood advanced geometry, and they used that science to carefully sculpt the soil into massive, smooth shapes. These ceremonial earthworks are so large and exact that researchers still study them today. The descendants of those builders, including living native nations like the Shawnee and Seneca, still hold deep ties to this homeland right now. The history of this place starts with ancient scientific knowledge and vibrant native cultures that continue into the present day. As the United States grew, the Ohio River became a busy superhighway for trade. Steamboats moved people and supplies up and down the water, helping river communities like Cincinnati grow rapidly. Up north, access to the Great Lakes allowed cities like Cleveland to build huge factories. They manufactured steel, rubber, and machinery, turning the region into a massive hub for industry. And in between those busy factory cities, farmers planted millions of acres of corn and soybeans across the gently rolling plains. That combination of highly usable waterways for shipping and rich, flat soil for farming gave Ohio the exact ingredients needed to build and feed a growing nation. Meanwhile, in Dayton, two brothers named Wilbur and Orville Wright ran a bicycle shop and spent their free time dreaming about human flight. They tested their ideas over and over until they successfully designed the first powered airplane, launching a completely new way for humans to travel. Ohio's passion for aviation eventually stretched all the way into outer space. The state has produced numerous famous astronauts, including John Glenn, who orbited the Earth. By looking upward, people from this state proved that curiosity and hard work can literally launch humanity into the stars. Let's step into the Weird and Wonderful exhibit. Every state has official symbols, and Ohio's are very specific, including a swallowtail-shaped flag and the official beverage, tomato juice. Out in the oak forests, you can spot the state bird, the bright red cardinal, and the state animal, the white-tailed deer. But the most surprising symbol is Ohio's official fossil fish, called the Dunkleosteus. The Dunkleosteus was an ancient creature with huge armored jaws. Millions of years ago, it swam through the waters that once covered this entire region. State symbols act as tiny time capsules. They preserve the history, the wildlife, and the unique personality of the land. Now it's your turn to make some history. You can create your own Ohio craft by rolling peanut butter and chocolate together to make sweet Buckeye candies. You can fold a simple paper boat and float it across a puddle to recreate the steamboats that traveled the wide Ohio River. Or you can test your strength by mimicking the official state frog. Crouch down low in the grass and see how far you can jump. Moving, playing, and joining sports teams are major parts of everyday life in neighborhoods across the state. Ohio is a vibrant, living community that connects ancient earthworks, modern inventions, and the exciting adventures waiting in your own backyard.